Week 11 getting underway on the Turf and Touchdowns podcast on the NFL front. And Tom, guess what?
What's that?
On Thursday Night Football, we get to watch Aaron Glenn try and coach.
Yay!
This is... I mean, in fairness, can't be worse than last Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, that was rough. I didn't even watch it. That's how bad it was. Yeah, well, it probably can be worse, to be fair. It could literally be a 28-0 game. It could be over within the first quarter. That's how bad the Jets have been. How bad was that offense last week?
Terrible in every way possible. They obviously were competitive for the vast majority of the game anyway. They weren't necessarily playing from behind because they had the special teams that stepped up. But Justin Fields, I don't know if you know off the top of your head, Tom, at halftime, how many passing yards did Justin Fields have?
I know it was very low. Was it 4?
No, that's too low. Too low. He had 5.
Ah, close.
Like, I am so disappointed because I was really pulling for Justin Fields this season. And I feel a little bit for him again because the coaching staff in New York are just horrific. Like, I didn't like the Aaron Glenn appointment when it came through. I hate it even more now. They've got rid of half of their defense, which should be great for Justin Fields because it means you can be a little bit more proactive. And Aaron Glenn, I missed the fart earlier on. He is doing this stupid thing again where he goes, well, I'm not going to tell you who's going to be the quarterback this week. Your quarterbacks are Justin Fields and Tyrod Taylor. We're not talking about Patrick Mahomes here. We know that either way, it's not going to be great, but it's going to be Justin Fields, Tom.
Yeah, it's going to be Justin Fields for sure. But they're likely to be without Garrett Wilson as well, who's got an injury, picked it up last week, reoccurrence of a previous injury. So, I mean, this offense just looks terrible. They're 2-7 for a reason, the Jets. They could easily be 0-9. The Patriots are going to win this game. And they're 13-point favourites, right? But when I looked at the line on Tuesday, we're filming this late, actually, on Wednesday, around midday. When I looked at it on Tuesday, the line was 11. As in Patriots minus 11, Jets plus 11. Now it's 13 or 13.5, depending on where you're looking. Like, this looks like it's going to be a complete blowout. The Patriots have looked really good recently, Drake May especially. Don't think there's a quarterback throwing the deep ball better than him. You're going to argue Sam Darnold, but Drake May really has stepped up this term. And given the other weapons on offense, including Travion Henderson, who we may talk about in a little bit, I do think this offense and team in general, when it comes to the New England Patriots, have a chance of going to the playoffs. The Jets, 0% of getting there, and probably 0% of winning another game this year.
Yeah, they are terrible. I think the line moved because Garrett Wilson's injury became official, and it was basically mentioned that he's not going to play. But 13 points. Honestly, when we were sort of planning this podcast, Thursday Night Football, I was looking, let's see if I can do Patriots minus 15 or something like that and go crazy. And the line was already 11, so I was like, it's not actually that crazy. I thought we might get a nice price, but not quite the case. Now, speaking of crazy, Tom, let's do something a little bit more crazy and something that we've never done before in this podcast. We've done similar, but are you aware, Tom, that we have a memberships tier?
I am aware.
Yeah, you should be because you're on it. Basically, you can pay $5.99 a month or £5.99. I'm not sure which one it is. And you get access to loads more content, Monday Night Football, and you get access to profit. Just this last week, Tom Collins, did you know that on the membership tier, we went 5 for 6 on Monday Night Football?
We did indeed, and it wasn't a one-off either because most Mondays we have great success, better success than we do actually on Thursday Night Football or on Sundays.
Now, if you're sat there thinking, what a rigmarole, putting all my details into the memberships and signing up and everything, fine, let's do a giveaway this week. You get a free month on the memberships tier, which is basically £6, but you get access to everything possible. However, how do you get it, Luke? Because we can't just give it away like that. No, you're right. Absolutely not. If you like this video and we get above 75 likes, and also leave a comment down below just to let us know that you are interested, you will enter the draw. And I know what you're thinking. You're sat there, but Luke, I'm already a member. I already pay. You're allowed to enter as well. You are A-OK to do that, and you'll get your next month for free if we go over the line. 75 likes, Tom, or more, and also comment down below that you want to be involved, and we'll give away a free month of membership.
I like it. I really do. I promise you, even if you don't win this draw, it's worthwhile signing up anyway. Our success on Monday Night Football has been very good, and it's cheap. You'll easily make back your membership tier fee over the course of playing the bets that we're advising. But if you do win the draw, excellent. You get in for free. Lots of winning bets to come.
Absolutely. There's loads more still to come. And we've got a doozy this Monday because we've got the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Dallas Cowboys, which should equal loads of points. But we have spent about 5 minutes on the intro to this podcast. And I would bet that's longer than we're going to talk about the actual game for because the Jets suck. The Patriots are 13-point favourites. The over-under is 43 points. Normally, I would be like, who wants to go first? I don't think either of us want to go first in this game, but we've both got one pick each. Tom, you're it.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not a good game. Not a game that you want to be having many bets in. It looks like it's going to be very one-sided towards the Patriots. Maybe because of that, you want to look for a Jets receiver that can hit the overs because they're going to be throwing the ball a lot. The problem is these Jets receivers are just no good without Garrett Wilson out there, so it's difficult to find a play. I was interested in Travion Henderson over rushing yards. That's not priced up because we don't know whether Ramondre Stevenson's going to play at the time of recording. So, yeah, it was tricky to find a bet. I'm going to go on the Patriots side, however. I'm going to go with the tight end, Hunter Henry, and I want to take his over in receiving yards, which the line is currently set at 34.5. 10 to 11 is the price on this play. Henry hasn't really made a big impact against the Jets in any game that he's ever played against them, which is disappointing. But he did have 5 catches for 45 yards against the Jets last season. The Jets' defense is decent, but it was better then than it is now, thanks to the trades of Quinnen Williams, Sauce Gardner, and some injuries as well. So I do think this Jets' defense is gettable. But when you look at the receivers out there for the Patriots, Stephon Diggs is probably going to be double covered, I imagine. He is the star on show. You have Pop Douglas, who's just a deep threat. I posed him last week. I don't really love him as a receiver anyway. And some of the other receivers, like Kyle Williams, he's a deep threat as well. Not going to be a guy that gets the ball thrown in his direction often. So where is Drake May going to go? Surely it's Hunter Henry. If they're trying to move the downs, let's move the sticks, let's say it's third down, 3rd and 6, you're not going to run the ball. So you're either going to maybe throw a screen to Travion, or you're going to look for Hunter Henry in the middle of the field. And I'm hoping that the latter example there is what we're going to see quite often from the Patriots this Thursday night. He is a safety blanket. I think he'll get another 5-6 catches in this game. And if he does, he should cover the line.
Yeah, and also a big help. Austin Hooper is out. I think he's he's going through concussion protocol at the moment, so he won't be in this game. So that leaves Hunter Henry to hopefully get a few more. Only an idiot, Tom, would try and take something pro Jets in this game.
Hey, I think you might be wrong by that because, as I say, like if the Patriots go up big, the player props for the Jets actually do become a little bit interesting. If this was Jets v, I don't know, the Raiders, sure, I would never play on the Jets side. But here, maybe.
Tom has been very nice then because he knows I'm playing on the Jets side of things and he wasn't going to call me an idiot. But, idiot. I'm going to take Breece Hall. I think Breece Hall could have a sneaky good game in this. And I'm not going to go Breece Hall regards to rushing yards. I'm going to go Breece Hall on the receiving yards front. Now, Breece Hall last week had 1 catch and he took it to the house for 42 yards. That was basically Justin Fields' entire day. He was also very good on the ground, 21 carries for 83. Breece Hall is playing really well at the moment. It was rumoured and confirmed afterwards, after the trade deadline, that the Kansas City Chiefs were very close to trading for Breece Hall, but the Jets stood firm. They wanted a 3rd, and I think the Chiefs only offer a 4th. I don't really know why they didn't trade him because they're not going to give him another contract next year. They've effectively already said that, and he will be playing for someone else next year. But they don't fancy going out and getting anything. But Breece Hall has been looking okay in the receiving game. I mean, this season, except for 2 games, he's had 3 or more targets in each of them. His line for receptions this week is 2.5, but his receiving line for yardage is 15.5. I think that's really low. Look, the Patriots, they're a solid defense, but the Patriots do struggle when it comes to receiving backs. On the ground, they're actually quite good against running backs. But when you look at receiving backs, they do give up plenty through the air. I thought Rachaad White would have quite a good week last week, but Rachaad White kind of became himself effectively, and Sean Tucker rather took over the game a little bit. Rachaad White still had 5 catches for 16 yards, though. So he was still involved. They just didn't really do a great deal with it. The week prior to that, they faced one of the best receiving backs in the entire league, and Bijan Robinson had 8 catches for 50 yards. Like I say, the Patriots, they're not very good against receiving backs. And this line is so low, especially with a guy like Brees Hall. You need one catch, like we saw last week, takes it to the house for 42 yards. Maybe it comes later on in the game when the Patriots are resting a lot of their guys because the game is out of hand. It should go that way. I think Brees Hall has a big week here, Tom. The 2.5 receptions line, I think the odds-on side is the under. It wouldn't shock me if he goes over, but I'll just take the explosive Brees Hall rather than the slowly but surely getting catches Brees Hall.
Doesn't it make sense to take that receiving line over the receptions anyway? Like, even if he gets 3 catches, surely he's getting 16 yards from 3 catches because they're going to be screens. He's not going to be a Christian McCaffrey that runs slants and, even post routes like McCaffrey does. But I quite like this play. And as I say, with Garrett Wilson out, like, where else are the Jets going to go here? Alan Lazard is untrustworthy out of receiver. The tight ends are, Mason Taylor could be something, but they're not throwing towards him in 50% of the games. It's very inconsistent, his profile. So, I like it. I don't love Brees Hall, I have to admit. I feel like I'm talking generally as a player now. I feel like over the last year, he's declined from what we saw in previous seasons. And I think the Chiefs actually made a good decision not to trade for him because they do have a young guy in Rashad Smith that could take that step forward. But in this game, I can certainly see him hitting the overs.
Yeah, it's only 15.5 as well. I think he can easily get to 16. And like I say, it could just be one play. But Brees Hall, hopefully will have a good week. Brees Hall over 15.5 receiving yards is my play for this game. Tom, for yourself?
Hunter Henry over 34.5 receiving yards, again at 10 to 11.
2 plays for Thursday Night Football in what should be an absolute, I'm going to use it again, fart fest of a game. Both island games, regards to Thursday Night Football and Monday Night Football last week, they were 10-7 apiece. They were both really, really rubbish. So, come on, Drake May. Just put on some fireworks. Do something good. We want to watch that part of things. Don't forget to leave a like down below, subscribe, comment, join the membership tier, or join our competition, our giveaway. 75 likes or over. Leave a comment down below as well, and we'll give away a free month of membership to one of you guys. But that's us done for Thursday Night Football. We'll go and record the Sunday video right about now. Tom, say goodbye to all these lovely people.
Goodbye, guys.